could be ones, twos, threes, whatever the situation is. And I know Friday when the game is, if I'm with twos, if I'm with threes.
The drama surrounding Shedeur Sanders has taken another sharp turn, and this time it isn't about speculation, rumors, or whispers from the sidelines. It's about what unfolded in plain sight during his long-awaited return to the field. After being sidelined with an oblique strain, Sanders came back to training camp in a way that instantly silenced doubts and electrified fans. The buzz began the moment he stepped onto the field, moving through his drills with fluidity and determination, showing no signs that he had just been through an injury setback. But what really set the stage for the shockwave that followed was one throw, an absolute laser that cut through the air with such precision it left both teammates and spectators in disbelief. That clip spread like wildfire, a single pass turning into a statement, a challenge, and perhaps even a warning to the coaching staff. Shedeur Sanders was not here to blend in, he was here to take over. The Browns had been cautious with him, coach Kevin Stefanski making sure not to rush him back too quickly, guarding against aggravating the injury. But the patience seemed to pay off. Sanders wasn't just back, he was better, sharper, and hungrier. In warm-ups, he looked like he had never left. In pocket drills, his timing and accuracy were on full display. And when the session turned competitive, he stole the show. That perfect touchdown strike during training wasn't just a routine highlight. It was a revelation, the type of moment that forces coaches and teammates alike to take notice. The kind of throw where the receiver doesn't adjust, the ball just lands exactly where it should, with impossible precision. For a young quarterback, trying to carve his place in the league, those are the plays that spark conversations and ignite debates. Was this the turning point? Could Sanders climb into the quarterback conversation faster than anyone anticipated? Journalists and analysts certainly thought so. Mark Schlereth on his podcast highlighted Shedeur's pocket awareness and decision-making. His ability to slide, create space, and feel pressure without panicking was something you simply can't teach. He wasn't staring down the rush, he was navigating it, staying calm and delivering strikes in rhythm. That poise, combined with what Schlereth called deadly accuracy, made him look far more polished than many rookies at this stage. Even critics couldn't deny the raw talent. Sure, there were issues, too many sacks taken in preseason, moments where he held the ball too long, but every young quarterback faces that learning curve. What stood out was his touch, his vision, and his willingness to step into tough throws without flinching. The timing of his return only deepened the drama. With a crucial preseason game against the Rams looming, reports confirmed that Sanders was set to see the field again. This wasn't just another exhibition, it was the final dress rehearsal before the season. For Sanders, it meant one more shot to convince Stefanski and the staff that he deserves more than just practice reps, that he deserves a role in shaping the team's future. NFL insider Mary Kay Cabot underscored the magnitude of this opportunity, pointing out that while veterans like Joe Flacco brought experience, the franchise risked overlooking the kind of long-term potential Sanders represents. Every snap, every throw in that game could tilt the balance of his career, either cementing him as a developmental project or elevating him into a serious contender for a more permanent role. And yet, Stefanski remained deliberately vague. When pressed about the depth chart behind Flacco, he shrugged it off, insisting the call would be made in a couple of days. Non-committal, guarded, unwilling to reveal his hand. To some, it looked like classic coach speak. To others, it signaled that he was still evaluating, that Sanders' performance could sway the decision in ways no one expected. That uncertainty is what's driving fans wild. They've seen the clips, they've seen the poise, they've seen him step back after an injury and immediately look like a natural leader. How long can Stefanski keep him in the background? The conversation isn't just about Sanders versus Flacco, though. Analysts like Ryan Clark raised a bigger issue. The Browns might be selling themselves short by leaning too heavily on Flacco's experience, instead of exploring the upside of young quarterbacks like Shedeur Sanders or Dillon Gabriel. Clark's argument is simple. Everyone already knows what Joe Flacco is. He's steady, dependable, but not the future. Sanders and Gabriel, on the other hand, represent something the Browns have been chasing for years, the possibility of a franchise quarterback. Why settle for the comfort of familiarity when there's a chance, however risky, to discover the next cornerstone of the franchise? To Clark, the Browns' decision felt short-sighted, like a team too afraid of the unknown to embrace what could be a long-term solution. The fan reaction has mirrored that sentiment. Clips of Sanders' throws circulate on social media, sparking heated debates about whether the team is wasting a golden opportunity by burying him on the depth chart. Some argue that he needs more time, that patience is the wiser route. Others see a quarterback who is already performing with confidence and precision beyond his years, a player who could step in and deliver if given the chance. The buzz isn't going away, and every highlight reel only makes the voices louder. What makes this situation even more gripping is the contrast between Sanders' youthful energy and Flacco's veteran presence. Flacco brings calm, wisdom, and years of NFL experience, but he doesn't inspire the same electricity. Sanders, with every snap, carries a sense of unpredictability, the potential to do something spectacular, and that's what has fans in shock. Watching a player they once viewed as a rookie project suddenly looking like a viable threat to shake up the quarterback hierarchy. His return from injury hasn't just restored his momentum, it's multiplied it. The Browns now stand at a crossroads, with the decision looming large over the final preseason game. Do they double down on stability, leaning into Flacco's steady hand for the short term? Or do they dare to gamble, testing Sanders in real time? Action and seeing if he can rise to the moment? Stefanski's answer could define not only the opening weeks of the season, but also the trajectory of the franchise. If Sanders proves himself ready, the Browns have the chance to set themselves up for years of success. If they sideline him, the risk is that they'll delay progress and miss out on cultivating a star right under their nose, and that's where the real drama lies. Sanders' insane clip from practice wasn't just a highlight, it was a challenge to the narrative. It forced everyone, from coaches to fans, to reconsider what they thought they knew about him. This isn't just about throwing pretty passes. It's about resilience, leadership, and the rare ability to command attention the moment he steps on the field. Sanders has shown that, injury or not, he's ready to fight for more, ready to shake up the order, and ready to prove that his name belongs in the quarterback conversation. As the Browns prepare for their final preseason test, one thing is undeniable. All eyes will be on Shedeur Sanders. Every snap he takes could tilt the scales, every decision could sway opinions, and every throw could bring him closer to rewriting his role on this team. The shockwaves from his training clip haven't just made him the talk of the locker room. They've made him the heartbeat of a growing debate that could define the Browns' season. The question now isn't whether Sanders has talent. It's whether Stefanski and the Browns are brave enough to unleash it. Do you think Shedeur Sanders has already proven he deserves a shot as the Browns starter, or should Stefanski stick with the veteran safety of Joe Flacco? Are the Browns being too cautious, or are they playing it smart by taking things slow with their young quarterback? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the latest updates on the NFL's most dramatic storylines.